Hey, it's Azide, AzideMakes, back here with another edition of Design Thursday. This is actually a part 2, and it's also not actually Thursday here. We're continuing with our design of a shock mount for the blue Snowball. So last episode, we ran into a couple issues, basically based upon our ignorance. I haven't really gone out and cheated and learned anything, so we're still starting like right where we left off, so hop back in. Pull up the right window. There we go. Alright, so this is where we left off. And as you can see, we now have all of our options here on the side. So, actually, there's one more thing we've got to set up. So, part of the problem we had is you couldn't see the menu bars all around the screen, so let's fix that once and for all. Yeah, that should do it. Right window. Yeah, okay, so we have menu bars and everything down there now. You can see our palette, whatever you want to say. Alright, so let's hop back in. So my thoughts right now with this, having gotten a good night's sleep, and I'm going to try a different design. So this didn't work out very well, obviously. It's all screwed out and just terrible, really. So I'm going to delete all of this. Except for those, naturally. Boom, gone. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we are going to move these out of the way. So I want to look at that. Oop, we deleted some sections we need there. It does make this really nice for attaching sometimes. Alright, those are gone. Okay, so I'm going to make a vertical line for construction from the origin, just so that I know we're just dead on. Vertical. Okay, there's our vertical line from the origin. Do that. Escape out, and let's make this a construction line. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to sketch our path out along this line. Alright? And then we're going to take that and we're going to do our offset like we did earlier. And then make a path on each side of it. And I think that might work a little bit better. We might need to extend the lines up to meet the top and the bottom. But let's just get right to it. So the first thing I want is I want a line. Vertical there. Pan down. Pan tool is really nice. Go back to line tool. Yeah, I gotta say that hotkeys really beneficial in this. Okay. And then let's just start with a line this way. Does A do arc? No, it does not. No hotkey for that. There's gotta be. And then we'll just make it with the tangent relation. And then that hopefully will make this a little easier to reason about. Sketch, arc. I think I did 3-point arc. No matter. It's good. Tangent. Okay. Line. Back to our center line. Okay, cool. So we now have one S. So I'm going to... It's weird. There's like a... Is that a little line segment there? It totally is. Yeah, so we should have really made a separate sketch for this, I think, but, you know, I'm a noob, so that's why we didn't. We just want the real reason. Alright, select this, vertical pattern, or, sorry, rectangular pattern, No hotkey for that one either. Well, it's really annoying, I'm gonna be honest. There probably is a way. If you know it, throw it in the comments. Actually, let me bring up the comments so that I can see when you do that. Switch back to my beautiful mug so I can drag and drop some windows here. Okay, there we go. Hey, what's up, Sloan? Yeah, take it easy, man. Yeah, I'll be on later. We're going to do this for 3D printing. Once we get the CNC up and going, that is something we could totally do. Make this out of, I could make it out of aluminum. The springs would probably not work exactly the same or as well, but definitely something to try. Also, I don't have chat up. Let's throw that up there real quick. Yeah. We'll go back here. Move the chat down a little bit. Cool. So, yeah, if you ever heard comments, concerns, questions, just let me know. I'm, you know, kind of friendly. Not as angry as I look all the time. But, alright. So, I wonder if there's like a quick, easy way to like make this snap on. Oops. Ah, well, shoot. Alright. Distance type. Spacing, maybe? Let's try clicking direction. No, I didn't do it. Alright. I'm going to, I think, try to cheat this. I'm going to dimension these distances right here. Make them 1. Alright, so now our pattern repeat interval is exactly going to be 2. Let's go ahead and... Ooh. That moved our center line. That's not good. Let's do a fit. And then let's fix this line. Fixed. Okay. So that means we're not going to be moving that anymore. So that hood should help with us. That's what I want. Let's just dimension this line right here. Oh. 3. Cool. And we messed up. I'm going to try and not get this all crazy like how we had it last time. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to bring that one in, and then this should be pretty much fully constrained. Just get our diameter here. Oh, we don't need diameter because we have yeah, diameter. I don't know what I was thinking. Circumference, half circumference. It's not a term for that I know of. I don't know why there would be. So let's take these, select these segments, and then we can pattern them. We can go straight up 2 millimeters, no problem. Rectangular pattern. Direction is the opposite of that way. 2 millimeters. How many do we want? 4. 5. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's a setting that changes how it does the spacing, so it's not weird like this, but that is something that we will do later. You're wondering why it didn't go into effect? I hit escape. I mean, enter's not really a hotkey. You should know that one. But, derp. Alright. Cool. Attach those lines. This line's already attached. Okay, what's the best way to constrain this? Let's make all these lines equal. Four, 5, 6, 7, equal. I think just because this uses radius, equal should work for that. I'm about to find out. Calculating, I think. I'm not sure. Did that work? No, that did not work. Over constraint. Okay. One thing that I believe I remember from my SolidWorks days is that you could select everything and it would tell you what you needed to constrain it. So let's play around, let's see if this has it. If I remember correctly, I'd get it wrong all the time and it would just say, alright, so you want it constrained, it's constrained how it is. You know, have fun. So that's not what we're after. We just want this to be good to go. Well, anyway, I'm actually really happy with the way that looks right now, so we're just going to take this and offset it by what we want. Also, had we made this on a new sketch, which I will do in the future, I won't subject you to me pointing and clicking for like 15 seconds all the time. We could just, you know, make a box around it and be done with it. Alright, so let's see if this works. This is our linchpin of this strategy. So we're going to do offset. Sketch. Are you kidding me? Chain selection might make it easier though. Nope, because this line's the problem. This line's not part of the gang right now. Let's get you in there. Get you jumped in. As you can see, that's not vertical for some weird reason. Throw a vertical line up. There we go. Yep, no we don't, but let's That is a dumb constraint. We need, let me see, parallel. Move the sketch palette over here. Do tangent. Tangent. This might actually get this constrained for us. The tangencies. Yeah, a lot of these don't have tangencies. Okay, all the curves are tangent. And then making these, oh shit. Making all these lines parallel should, I would think. I can't make them parallel. Not sure. Gonna move some windows around a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to modify sketch, offset. We have chain selection on. Select our chain. Oh yeah, it's happening. It's 0.3 millimeters. Okay, I'm thinking microns now, so that's 150 microns width, which, yeah, that's not going to cut it. We're going to need over a millimeter for sure. Okay, so that's showing a 1 millimeter offset there, which tells us we're going to have to cut down on the number of loops we have anyway. That's not going to work. So, no harm, no foul though. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops. Let's cut it in half. I do think a millimeter is going to be plenty though. Delete you, delete you, delete you, delete you, delete you. Cool. 2. Now. Oh, okay, that's what was messing up our constraints there. Oh, it was, we were into that last night. Our endpoints weren't actually connected. They were just 2.0. They were just kind of at the same place there. Okay, so this stuff's constrained now. So let's select you, this bad boy, corner, top, and mirror this up 2 millimeters. Or 4 maybe, it'll have to be. 1. Direction is not going to be that way. Get good. Rectangular pattern. Go ahead and drag it up. Cool. Okay. L center line to it. So this, make it perpendicular to this. Ooh. Okay. Sitting F1. Okay. I think these are not attached again. These are definitely not attached again. Okay, make those equal. Let's just delete this and be done with that. And just throw an arc in there. Tangent arc will definitely be constrained how we want. Okay, there we go. Flip that tangent to this. And still not constrained. Okay. Alright, offset. Now we only need to offset this. Well, I would prefer to... Oh. Hello. Don't need you there. You either. Cool. Hopefully that didn't break anything for us. But, let's offset. Let's use the hotkey. O. Click chain. Alright, now that's 1 millimeter. So if we go this side, can we do 0.75? Yes. And then we'll do 0.75 the other side, and that might work. Oh. Negative. Cool. Alright, now that gives us an actual good looking spring there. With the width of 1.5. I think we can work with that. And I can just leave. Now, these aren't complete chains for some reason. Well, let's try something out. Let's try to select. No. Interesting. Alright, let's delete all of those. And there we go. Alright. So now it's a space, and I think that's going to work really good, or really bad, one of the two. Definitely one of those two, though. Oh, you know what? We made a horrible mistake. So I drew this inside the ring instead of between the rings. That's amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these profiles, that's why we were getting our background highlighting. We were sketching on top of a feature that already is kind of there. So yeah, this is some raw CAD work here, man. That's why nobody's paying me to do this. We're getting there. We're learning. So the lesson learned from this, I guess, is, you know, keep abreast of what you're doing. Zoom out, take a look, take a break, calm down, take a drink of water, get back to it, figure something out. Alright, so I think the best bet here now is to take all of this. Let's use the move command. Move copy. Zoom extents. That's AutoCAD terminology. And yeah, it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything at all. It's all ogre, man. Alright, so let's go to our timeline down here that I'm not really sure how to use. The bonus of this is that our box select's gonna work now. Let's try to do that again. Another lesson I've learned, I don't know if it really applies here, but it often does. If it seems like just really ridiculously hard, just take a step back and make sure that you're, you know, that's probably not the right way. There's a lot of very difficult things out there, but there's always a trick. There's always a trick that if you don't know it, it's going to be a pain in the butt. So what's our overall distance? It's 20 millimeters here. Let's do this mathematically then. Let's throw that down. This is a new strategy for me. You know, like engineering, I guess it would be. Make that 2 millimeters long. Let's press pull. We did design a good spring though, didn't we? I mean, that wasn't bad. Could do worse. I've done worse. I did worse, you saw. 2 millimeters, 180 degrees, and it's at the wrong point, so never mind anyway. Is that actually even the right point? Let's click that and make it perpendicular to... You know it's not. Let's make this concentric with... This is just really weird. So I think we had multiple like lines stacked on top of each other. I'm not sure. But you know, no big deal. Okay, F6 is kind of zoomed to show the whole thing. Dimension, pull that up. That's 10. This is 25. These two are collinear. Horizontal, vertical. There we go. I love it when a plane comes together. Alright. Now we need to... Cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up the actual diameter of the blue snowball rather than caliper it out, because I've been having problems with like accuracy lately, you know? We had some problems there, didn't we? Alright, so blue snowball diameter. And, you know, naturally that doesn't just bring it right up. So, sorry about gas. Burping all over the place. Okay, found some specs up here. Dimensions, 325 millimeters. Circumference. Why would you measure That's ridiculous. 325 divided by, what was it, pi r squared, pi d divided by pi, gives us a diameter of 103.50. Cool. Which, let's divide that by 2, get our radius, because we've been working in radius units. That's 51.75. So let's go ahead and delete... Go back to the right screen. Let's delete this dimension. Let's throw a D out there. Now we just need to click this. Our radius right now is 50. So let's do 50. We're going to need a little bit of clearance to clear that peg. So let's do 60. And that will give us about 10 millimeters high. We can make that peg, which is about right. We're eyeballing it here. Alright, cool. So now it's fully dimensioned because we're dimensioned from the origin to the inner. These are all concentric and we're dimensioned from the outer. So this distance is defined. So if I try to define it, it's 15. There we go. Cool. Alright, we're getting somewhere now. This is the behavior that I'm expecting. Alright. Oh. I think that's from the one we just put in. We'll ignore it for now. Alright, so confirm. We're making our spring between these two. So let's go ahead and make a center line for construction again. Does it feel like we're walking in circles? Walking in circles. Okay, normal construction, cool. Confirm we're at the right area. Oh, I didn't actually click that, I guess. Yeah, there we go. That looks like it's tangent or whatever. The intersection's tangent, you know what I mean. I don't think that's actual tangency, but whatever. It's all cool, it's all good. Our distance is 15 right now, we just saw that. So let's kick it off. Line. 1.5. That didn't do. Let's draw some lines in here. Dimension them. Midpoint relation is what it applied. Let's do. That leaves just 12 left. 12 divided by, let's say, 4 springs. That'll be good. Okay. That's 5, so we need 10. Okay, so you can type those back both in at the same. Type one in, hit enter. Type the second in, hit enter, and it'll do. So 1.5, enter. That locks it this way. You can rotate it around, and then click your point, and then hold it for tangency, and you're good to go. Cool. Now let's go ahead and throw in our other tangencies now, so we don't have to come back and do it. That's already tangent. Let's throw in a perpendicular here. Okay, why is this not fully dimensioned? I need to dimension this bad boy. That's what it was, and we don't need that dimension. Nope, we do. Okay, so let's go ahead and shift, and we're going to sketch, rectangular pattern, pull it down. Just do the non-straight lines. And that looks perfect right there. Okay. And it's constrained already. Oh, it's beautiful. We are learning, aren't we now? Now look at that. Let's sit and admire this for a while. Also, I've just realized that we haven't been saving this. I think once you actually have a design and are once you actually have your design, and you're doing things like simulations and stuff like that, it will actually just auto-save. Like, every time you run a simulation, it auto-saves. Every time you, like, change settings or whatever. And it will do, up here, you can see, it does, like, a versioning. So that's pretty nice that it does that for you. Yeah, don't be like me and not save 4 days, or a day. It's not Thursday, it's Saturday. So, yeah, a couple days, it's just been kind of hanging out in limbo. It does autosave though. I mean, this is AutoCAD we're talking about. They know what's up. They know you don't want to lose, like, oh, I spent an hour just cranking away at this diagram and, you know, didn't give it a name or save it or anything. Yeah, they'll help you out. They got your back. I mean, you're paying for it. I mean, I'm not paying for it. This is free. Get this. It's free. Don't even sweat. All right, so let's offset. Let's offset 0.750 again, and we're a little bit closer together now, so that's not going to work quite as easily as it did last time. So let's do 0.5, 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter should be good. We'll find out, won't we? We'll print this. We'll know right away. And deselected my chain again. Okay. So we can delete our construction line. We don't need that bad boy. It deletes all of the or sorry, it copies out over all of the relations when you do this mirror or pattern. So that's beneficial. This is probably going to break everything though. Is it going to? Yeah, so it just completely blows apart whatever you thought you had going. All those relations are gone, but we can, it's no big deal, we can redimension this. You know what? Screw that. Trim there, trim there. Cool. Now let's select this. Now, We want this, so we can select this feature. Alright, so here's for some fun stuff. Now we need more than one of these squigglies, obviously, so we're going to now do the circular pattern. 90 objects selected, center point is the center point of the circle. Type full, angle 180 degrees, and no, that's not what we want. 90 degrees. Symmetric. Total angle 180. How many do we need? Nine? I guess it depends on how springy these are. They look like they're going to be fairly springy because that's a really small diameter. But 9 seems like too much because that's going to be 16 total. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Let's do 5 for a total of 8. I think that'll be just right. Cool. Alright, now let's trim these ends. Nope, can't trim that one. Trim. Okay. Actually, now that I'm thinking, we might want to go ahead and make our full ring first before we do this. So, fortunately, it's really easy to roll back. So, cool. We rolled all the way back. Let's take these sections. Let's do a mirror. Mirror plane. Up. Pattern type. Faces. It's weird. Mirror. Mirror line. Perfect. Don't need these lines anymore. Why doesn't it join? I don't know why it doesn't join that automatically. It's kind of a lot of annoying. But, you know, whatever. It's not a huge issue. Something we can live with. But for now, we'll be right back. Alright, I think what's going to be easiest is if we just go ahead and do this extrusion, and then we can do our mirror in there. So click that, and then Q, that's one I do know, is push-pull. So let's go back to our home view. Let's do a distance of, I think is this. It's about 5 millimeters. Let's do about 6. 7 millimeters. Actually, let's do 3.5 millimeters. Symmetrical. So, operation new body. Okay, we're cool with that. Okay, so that brings us out here. Now we have some actual rings going on. So let's go back into that sketch. Let's take this business here. Let's do our pattern. Sketch, circular pattern. Objects are selected, center point is selected. What the hell? No, objects are not selected. Okay. Thirteen look good. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to print, but screw it. We got time. It's a robot. It also means I gotta click all of these and let's try something else. Let's try extruding first. Symmetric. I made the whole thing 3.5. Let's make this 1 millimeter on both sides for a total of 2. Make a new component. Okay. How does that look to us? I'd say that looks like it'll do. Now I didn't make it all the way to the back side, which means it's going to require printing with support. So you know what? Let's not do it that way then. That's why I baited the new component. I was thinking. Alright. Let's go back into our sketch. Click these. And press pull. How wide? We made that 2 millimeters wide, so we need to make that 2 sides. Then we need to actually rotate so we know which has which side. Okay, so one side needs to go 1 millimeter. The other side needs to go 2. Oops. Alright, let's zoom in. Yep, and it's nice and even with the face. So let's decide we're printing down for sure. Which we actually should have rotated this on the other plane, but yeah, it's whatever. We might print it like that. No, we definitely won't. That'd be a terrible idea. Alright, so let's take that, let's click component 1, and then I think this will work. Just do a no. Modify, move copy, create copy, axis, click that, create copy, Yeah, that'll work. How do you create multiple copies, though? Or can you? No, it's gotta be. Oh, it's pattern. Okay. Select a component. It's like there's definitely a way to do this. Circular pattern. Objects. Selected. Axis. Selected. Type full. Quantity 3. $11 looks good. And it didn't do anything. What the hell? Alright, let's try this again. Because the other way definitely worked. So we might have to do it that way. Pattern. Circular pattern. Objects. Full. Axis. Select sketch curves. Okay. Okay. I'm going to copy that and look that up real quick, because that's... Apparently it's just a glitch caused by doing things wrong, so copy works. Select component 1, and we will do a copy and a paste. Move copy. One selected, move type around the circle, axis. Just one of these circular edges here. Angle 30 degrees. Because I don't want to calculate 360 divided by 11. And let's do it. 32, 72, 72, 72. Let's copy that. We need to divide by 22. 16, 3, 6, 3, 6. No, I think we were at the first time. Oh, okay. It was not doing degrees, it was doing millimeters. Let's try circular pattern again. Type full. Yeah, I have no idea why that's not working. Really, really annoying though. Okay. Still move copy. Axis, select an axis. Six, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. One 3 0 9 0 9 0. And there we have it. This is pretty much exactly what we're needing right now. So, center it up. Yeah. This is pretty much, I think, ready to export. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try exporting this. We're going to print this out, and then we will continue again on the next episode of Design Thursday. So, everyone, thanks for joining. I really hope you got something out of this. I know I certainly did. I've vastly improved my skills. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that came up that you can help me improve on, or any ideas you have. And I'll definitely take it into consideration. If you were into this, like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. That really helps me out by, you know, stroking my ego mostly. I don't really make too much money off this. A couple cents there, here and there. But thanks. See you next time.